Okay, you guys, we're coming in for the next one for this morning check-in. The first one we got was the power of prayer. And I was just talking about that, right? And that's why I kind of laughed a little bit when I saw that pop out. I was like, wow, I just spoke on that. Okay, so that right there should be a confirmation to someone, okay, especially for the power of prayer to come out. All right, we got flower power, okay, flower power, something about flower power, okay. The flower moon kept coming out a lot in some of my moon readings, okay? And then I did a message around Mother's Day that was talking about flowers, okay? So we're going to see a little bit more when it comes to flower power, all right? And then the final one, we got creating sacred space, all right? Creating sacred space, all right? So I think these here are three wonderful, wonderful cards here to start out with. We all know about the power of prayer, okay? Whether if you're I feel personally it's power in any type of devoted time with your spiritual guides or your higher self or whoever you serve, okay? I feel like all those times are good, powerful times, okay? Even if you're just going to meditate, okay? Even if you want to be in some stillness for a while, okay? All right, but let's look a little bit more at the flower power, okay? It says flowers have a gentle way of touching our hearts, our memories, and our soul. Their color, shape, fragrances, and beauty all provide hope and a sense of heartfelt inspiration. Flowers are capable of holding energy. Did you know that you can do a reading by holding a flower? And I do believe that. I sure do. I feel it's a message in everything. Do you hear me? It's a message in everything. All right. So, in the final one, it says creating sacred space. It says sacred space is simply a way to build the energy, okay, of spirit in a honorable, loving, and gracious manner. This card is a sign that it is time for you to create a sacred space that's unique and personal to you, where you can communicate with spirit. All right, I'm waiting on getting that for myself, y'all. Okay, I'm claiming it already. I already said whenever I can get my own, I want to dedicate just that, a sacred space to my squad, my spiritual squad, so we can have our time together. So I think these are three wonderful cards. So we're gonna come back now with just a one-worder, and we're gonna go a little deeper here to see what else could line in with this, what else can be said with this, and then we're gonna see what the actual message is all about. All right, I don't feel even a need to shuffle this deck, and I'm not. So what more on the power of prayer? What additional can you add to the power of prayer? Okay, with the power of prayer, look at that positivity. Look at that. You should expect some positivity. Okay, with the power of prayer. All right, really only confirming what was said. Positivity. Okay, power of prayer. We have positivity. Okay, I think that's beautiful. What about flower power? What else you want to add to flower power? Nurture. Look at that. All right, nurture. And I think that's a beautiful card to come out. Nurture. All right. Wow. That's beautiful. Nurture. And the final one, creating sacred space. Creating sacred space. And you got blissful. Okay? Because creating sacred space, having that should bring in that blissfulness, okay? Making you feel blissful, happy, excitement, okay? All right. So I think all three of these are very, very nice, okay? Well connected, okay? All right. I'm picking up on that balance, okay? We was just talking about balance. I'm even picking up the balance in this right here already. Okay, so we're not gonna be before you long. So my battery's getting low anyway. So let's go on and try to finish this second morning check-in, and we're gonna probably come back in for afternoon if I feel a need to. I'll come in for afternoon check-in. All right. So let's look at the positivity. We have the power of prayer. Okay. We have the power of prayer. We have positivity here. Okay, what else would you like to add with that? I see the high priestess at the bottom of the deck here. All praises to the Most High. Okay, let's talk about the power of prayer. Positivity. Okay, we got the devil and we have a queen of cups. All right, so this could be a queen of cups. Okay, now this queen of cups could have some type of desire about something, okay? This Queen of Cups could feel like they in some type of bondage or a contract, or they going through something, but whatever it is, it's not something that's could be perceived in a positive manner, okay? But we seeing positivity out here. So that tells me that could be a Queen of Cups, okay? They want to pray their way out of a situation. They want to pray, okay, to change a situation, okay? So maybe this tells me somebody already may see something going astray. They see something may be getting out of hand. They see something may be going in a different direction than what they expected, to the point that they are praying, okay? And while they're praying that they get some positivity out of something. Okay, all right. Whether it's has something to do with obsession, desire, bondage, contract. Okay, whatever it may be linked with. Okay, because we have the devil card out here. Okay, give me something else about this Queen of Cups with the devil here. Final one, we got the Tower. Okay, so that talks about a change, chaos, again. All right, situation done got out of hand. All right, to the point where this person now wants some different results. Okay, all right. So let's go to the middle now. Let's talk about this nurture. It talks about the flower power. Okay, tell me about the flower power. It talks about nurture. Okay, you got the Fool card there along with a Page of Cups. All right. So somebody could this kind of going back to that same reading from earlier in a sense with me, okay? Because we know the Fools came out with that card too, right? Okay. So again, this is I don't know why, but all of a sudden I just heard Spirit say they was trying to make the impossible possible. Do you hear me? They were trying to make the impossible possible. That's really what I'm hearing Spirit say. Okay. So they was gonna nurture something, try to nurture something, or pretend to nurture something. And claim something for something. That's really what I'm more so picking up there. Tell me some more. One more. Just give me one more. I don't want to stay on that. They're going to Page of Swords. And that Page of Swords, that talks about potential. Somebody thought they probably could get away with something. They thought they going to be able to get away with something, okay, and fake it till they feel like they got to the end or something. All right, but it didn't happen like that. Okay. All right. By them spying, gossiping, okay, stalking, okay. It's kind of like really what kind of blew they cover in whatever they was trying to do in secret. Okay. That's what I more so feel right there. Because it says flower power, but it says nurture. Okay. Somebody wanted the power, but somebody didn't want to nurture something. All right. They wanted something, but they didn't want to put in the work. When you think about nurture, that requires work, okay? All right? It requires work, okay? And with that being flower power, okay, we know flower is something that comes from the earth, right? Okay? A flower has to be planted, right? Okay? All right? So, when once it's planted, it has to also grow, right? It has to be nurtured. It has to be taught, trained, okay, directed, okay, gain some knowledge, skills, develop, right? Okay. All right. And one more on this flower power and nurture. Okay. We have here look at that. A two of wands and a two of coins. A two of wands and a two of coins. Yeah. Flower power and nurture. Like, just kind of like going back to that image I saw this morning. All right. Somebody was trying to make the impossible possible. Okay. That's really what I'm picking up. Because something was playing. It was, we all know a lot of this was a part of a plan. Okay. All right. Somebody kind of wanted the inspiration. Somebody was really trying to move forward with something. Okay. All right. And we already see whoever with this here power of prayer that's really going into that two of coins. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. So I see that plain as day. All right. The final one. Creating sacred space. Blissful. All right. We're going to take that one first. We got here a Queen of Wands coming out. Somebody that's kind of pretty much determined. Somebody could be in some form of leadership. Okay. This person could be lacking resource. Could be going through some form of hardship. Okay. All right. But Spirit say be blissful. But however we see the blissful, somebody is blissful, creating sacred space. Okay. So whatever they're doing, not only are they blissful in it, it also is creating a sacred space for them. Okay. Could be to come up out of the hardship. Could be to gain the resources. Okay. Because somebody is determined here. Okay. All right. They are looked upon as being in leadership. Okay. A person that is like a leader, a guide, or something. Tell me one more here, Spirit. Okay, we got here. So I feel that things will eventually change. Okay. I just heard miracles. All right. A miracle. All right. A miracle. Okay. That's really what I'm picking up on. All right. Tell me one more. Final one for that one. There's a 7 of coins. Okay. Because you've been building up something. We already said creating a sacred space. So something you've been working into, putting your time into, okay? It has actually created a sacred space for you, whether you knew it or not, okay? All right? You persevere with some things, okay? You could be bringing back some memories of things, okay? Situations, circumstances, okay? All right? I feel that spirit is going to give you with something, okay? It's going to give you with something for the fruit of your labor, okay? Coming from that 7 of coins, all right? Investing your time into something, okay? Tell me one more final here, spirit. Okay, we got justice and we got a Queen of Swords coming out there, all right? So it could be some form of clarity, some truth coming out, okay? Could talks about balance, okay? Balancing something, okay? Back to what we was talking about earlier, right? Somebody could be have some unbiased judgment, okay? Somebody could also be in form of authority, okay? Okay. So, yeah, tell me one more. Okay. I really feel a lot of this what Lord have, that's where that miracle coming in at. Okay. Because it's going to be something that's going to be coming in a spiritual form, unexpected disbelief. Okay. All right. Whatever it is, spirit is in the midst of it. I'm picking up it more so. It's not so much more than these movements is going to be a part of our flesh. This is going to be a movement when it comes to the spirit, okay, the soul, okay. Now the soul is really fit to operate the flesh right here, okay. Tell me I'm final. There go the hangman, okay. The soul is finna operate the flesh in this situation right here. And I'm going to leave that right there. All praises to the Most High. This has been a wonderful, wonderful check-in for this Sunday. I did some messages as well yesterday for the Sabbath, but I really didn't get into a lot of the messages from yesterday very deep, okay? But I did check in on Sabbath, okay? Because that's like one of my favorite days of the week where I can come and consult with Spirit. And I enjoy coming in and fellowshipping with my squad on the Sabbath day. All right? Y'all enjoy your day. I may come back later this evening. I may not. I don't know. So either way it go, enjoy your Sunday. Talk to you later.